I know it's been a couple of weeks, so we're a little bit further away from it than we would have been at the time, but I really, really need to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters.
I think Elliot even
Have
started
you
watching this. No, I have not.
have oh Jesus Christ, you got to watch it because it's one of those things. So it's like it's from Sony Animation Studios, which are the same studios that did the Spider-Verse movies and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this will be interesting, and the animation style is pretty cool. It starts out and it's a little corny, and it doesn't stop being corny, but as it goes on, it does get more and more like, I love this so much. The songs are great. It's really funny because the whole concept is that generation upon generation of musicians are able to, like, basically they create this thing called the Honmun, which is this barrier that goes across the world that prevents demons from emerging from hell, essentially. And their whole job is like they use music to stop the demons and weapons, but that's a whole other thing. And the whole conceit is that this K-pop group, these three girls, their group's name is Huntrix. They're the current generation, and they have the chance to like create the golden Honmun, which is forever. Like if they can basically retire because the golden Honmun will stop demons from emerging from hell forever.
Sure.
And then it's that whole journey and like what happens as time goes on. And it's just like, it is so charming. And the songs are so catchy. I think the thing that really gets me about it too is that the songs, like, I don't think the world is supposed to know that they're demon hunters or that demons even exist. And so all of the songs are very much like, we're hunters and we're going to hunt the demons and stuff like that. And people just think it's like a fun little story. It's like their 21 Pilots lore, except it's real. It's so good. It's such a great movie. And the songs are great. Yeah, like I keep on saying the songs are great, but the songs are really good. They're really like, I love this kind of shit. And when it was ending, like the last song that they sang, I was like, "Ooh, I'm crying." Okay, this is how this is gonna go. All right, cool, sweet, let's go.
Wow.
So you should watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Sure. Yeah, I came to the sad realization last night talking to Elliot and Johnny. You know, you and I have gone our rounds on anime, and I've stated that I'm not a huge anime guy, right? Like, but I put the realization that I finished Berserk. Anime has a horrible ending,
okay.
But I did finish Berserk a while ago, and I kept telling Elliot, I'm like, I just don't want to watch like long anime. Like I've watched, like I watched Blue Eyed Samurai. I don't mind like a short anime or anime movies, even. Like I've talked about a lot of anime movies on here that I love, but I told Elliot, I was like, I don't want to watch a long anime. And then at the same time, I pulled up how long Berserk was, and the difference between the entirety of Neon Genesis Evangelion and Berserk is like 30 minutes. So I really shot myself in the foot. So I might have to give this a go. Obviously, I do love anime when I want to.
Yeah. You've got to watch more anime.
I should, right? Like I like things parallel to anime.
Yeah, you've got to watch One Piece.
All right, I don't know if I can necessarily commit myself to that, but yeah,
Here's what I think you should legitimately do. I think you should read One Piece.
I probably wouldn't mind reading One Piece. I know I've stated on here before, I love the mangas. Sorry, just mangas, not One Piece.
Yes. No, you should read One Piece, because what's going to happen is you're going to read One Piece. You're going to realize everything that I've been saying about One Piece is correct. And then you're going to want to watch One Piece because it's so fucking good.
All right,
that's real.
I'll give it a go. I'll see what the library's got, because I definitely don't have the financial commitment to One Piece.
Okay, listen. Okay, so I love when people say this. There is an app called Manga Plus. Okay, It is official. It's the Shueisha. It's the official app for manga, for like Shonen Jump stuff and all kinds of stuff, right? It's got like all these things. For $1.99 a month, you can read the official translations of One Piece, Dan to Dan, Chainsaw Man, every ongoing manga, Sakamoto Days, Spy Family, all these manga that are currently ongoing. You can, for $1.99 a month, you can read them.
Oh hell yeah!
And that's what I use to read One Piece weekly. So for $2 a month, I think it's like $5 a month. You can get not only the ongoing manga, but all the manga that has ended as well. So you can read older manga as well, but $2 you can read not just One Piece, but like all the other popular shonen manga as well. So Manga Plus cost should not be a barrier. It's $2 a month.
That's not bad at all.
Do it.
Damn.
Do it.
All right.
Yeah.
And
it's on. You can read it on your phone. I don't know if they have a web app, but you can read it on your phone. You can download the app on your phone. I think you can, like, if you have like a tablet, they have a tablet app, things like that. So I usually read it on my iPad. And it's like a big manga sized pages, but yeah.
Yeah. I've been finding reasons to tell myself to get a good tablet anyways. That might be the motivator there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad motivator, at least.
No. Manga is currently at its most accessible it's ever been for the common folk. And I think that you should take advantage of that by reading One Piece once and for all.
Yeah. It might have to
and
be
then then when we come back from our hiatus after we're done with Panic, we won't be doing music, we'll be doing One Piece.
That's right. We'll be a One Piece. I love that. Welcome to Adam and Lily at the Disco. Come on in, have a seat, maybe make a drink, but not too strong of one, because we've realized that there's some alcoholism going on, and we need to prevent that for our feelings and protect ourselves from
I know how you get on that shit.
I do be about that life.
I know how you get on that shit.
Yep. Don't forget to close the goddamn door. I am Adam.
I am Lily. I'm sorry I stepped over your attempt at an introduction, but I felt you were floundering and I needed to save you.
Of course, because as one does while recording a podcast about Panic at the Disco, I know that you don't do this, but I at least have a vodka soda with me because I need to comprehend what is going on in this song. And I don't mean that derogatorily, if that's how it's going to be said.
Derogatorily.
I'm not even going to try it again. Yeah.
Well, my name is Derogatorily.
No, that would be good. Derogatorily.
Derogatorily. I'm looking for a very specific item right now, and I can't find it. It was here, but now it's not here, and it was going to be a really fun audio gag for the listeners.
Yes, we can get away with audio gags, not visual gags here.
Well, I don't know where it went, so they're just going to have to suffer and never know what it is. Sorry. Yeah, today we are talking about the second of two unreleased leaked tracks from Viva Las Vengeance. The first was California. We talked about that last time. And this week we're talking about the song Why Oh You Don't Want Me. That's what the song is. But first, we've got a few. We took a little bit of a gap week there. And I realized today, actually, as we're recording, that I forgot to do the usual thing that we do when we have to take a week, where I put out like a little 30-second stinger to let people know, hey, sorry. I think most people listening that would care follow me on social media, so they know what's been going on. But I had some personal stuff happen the last week and a half or so, and we couldn't record. And in all that time, it did slip my mind to do the thing. So thank you all for your patience. We're back. But in that intervening time, we did get some responses. We got some emails. So let us begin with Spotify. Got some comments on there for the great album re-rank, starting with Caitlin Taylor. Caitlin goes, not 2012 Tumblr girl who reads John Green every day core. That's my entire teenagehood, haha. Speaking of Doctor Who, I'm still struggling to finish Jodie's seasons. Jodie is adorable, but the writing, I'm not up to date with the show, but thoughts on, and here's some spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers for current Doctor Who, turn your ears off for about, I'm going to give you a minute and a half. So just be warned. Thoughts on Billie Piper maybe being the new Doctor. I love Rose and 10 with all my heart. They were my favorite, but I'm worried it's lazy nostalgia bait. Jodie and Ncuti deserved better and more developed storylines. That last point, I agree. I liked overall Ncuti's season way more than Jodie's season. I think the writing was a little bit better, but yeah, I think they deserved more stuff. I think Ncuti's second season was hampered by the fact that it should have probably just been Millie Gibson. I can't remember her companion name, her character name for the life of me. But I think there was some stuff with scheduling, and she probably was supposed to be the companion the whole second season. So that kind of didn't help a little bit. I don't think Billy is actually the Doctor. I think that something weird is happening, and we're going to get the actual 16th Doctor later, after some mystery gets discovered or whatever. So I don't think, and I'm probably really wrong. Like, that's probably just me being hopeful, but I don't think that I think that's a fake out. I think that's a red herring, but we'll see. Thank you, Caitlin. We've also got a comment from Dennis Wakeman, who says, I'm sorry to drop the ball. I will send you my dissertation whether or not on the show. I've been in gamer mode / wedding planning all month. One of these is obviously more important than the other. Yeah, gamer mode, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yep. Also, we already know our first song is going to be More by Bobby Darin, but if there was a Panic song you'd play at a wedding reception, what is it? I Write Sins feels obvious, but it's also kind of cruel, especially to the bride. I'd rather not. I think Let's Kill Tonight would be a great reception song.
That's what we closed with. That was our last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's Kill Tonight, Ready to Go.
Ready to Go would be a good one. I think Victorious, it's the cliche answer, but Victorious would be any of those like really like dancey poppy songs that don't have like the weird like subtones underneath it. I think would be great reception songs.
I think
so.
If you wanted to be even more cliche for a wedding, do Death of a Bachelor.
Oh yeah, that would be good too. Yeah, lots of options. Yeah, I think if you can get those fast paced ones, that aren't like they don't have like weird undertones about like weird relationship shit, that's probably a good way to go regardless. I will say some of those late songs in Fever, even though they're like kind of the more nefarious ones, they're just fun. Like Esteban would be a great reception song. I don't care what it's about.
Sure.
Sometimes people aren't listening to the meaning, and they're just listening for the vibe. So you have to remember that too. So
right. Or if you want like
especially if they're drinking.
Well, yeah. If you want a whole ass dance number, just do Sad Clown. Yeah.
Yep. True.
Anything but Sugar Soaker.
Yeah, don't do Sugar Soaker, please. Yeah, so that was the re-rank track. We've got Californian next. We've got a message here from Danny, not Annie. It's Danny, who says, so there's no big reason to why I don't like Lord of the Rings. I just honestly don't vibe with them. I'm not saying they're bad movies. I just honestly don't mesh with them. Even though they have been referenced in some of my favorite shows and movies like Smiling Friends, they're just not for me. I definitely don't have the same opinions about them as Randall from Clerks 2. Well, that's good at least. I don't know. They're like the contents of Lord of the Rings feels exactly your style, Danny, but yeah, who am I? You know what I mean?
It's interesting. I mean, they are just like really fucking long, and especially if you watch those extended cuts.
That gets people.
Yeah. And while I don't want to take the full Randall approach, it really is just a lot of people going from place to place. And if you can't vibe with like just kind of the slow pacedness of that, I could see that too, because it's sometimes like 20 minutes of slow scenes, 10 minutes of fast paced, anything, not even action, and then back to kind of like a slow pace. So I could see.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I begrudgingly understand, but also I don't. So it is what it is.
That's right.
We move on to another comment from Dennis Wakeman. For calling me out, Adam. I'm going to talk about Let It Be a little bit. That was when you called Dennis out for not messaging a lot, which was number one, not true. And number
Obviously.
two, we see what he's doing. So, of course. Anyway, for calling me out, Adam, I'm going to talk about Let It Be a little bit. Found out recently the term Let It Be refers to Shakespeare's Hamlet, in which Hamlet answers his famous to be or not to be soliloquy while dying in Horatio's arms, stating, "Let it be, Horatio." Spoilers? No, I'm kidding. Signifying a finite answer to persevere in life. As an actor, this fascinates me twofold. This in regards to the song acts as an anthem of sorts, within similar lines to 21 Pilots' Oldie Station, and it probably inspired it. I love how we addressed both of the things that came up as things people did not like that episode. So
yeah,
I don't know. Shut up, dumbass. California, one last one. We got an email from Lotus on California. On vacation right now. California Yap session is coming later this week. Adam, the other bracelet says, "Love you, bye." Happy day and birthday to Mr. Ray Toro of My Chemical Romance as I'm writing this.
All right.
Did you see some of the scenes from the fucking Seattle show that they did?
No, I have not.
MCR. Oh, it's what a place to be that would have been. Oh my God. Chaos.
I'll have to look.
Yeah. That was that. Have another message here from Caitlin Taylor, who is submitting their first ever ranking.
Hey.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Lily. Here's my ranking. Never have submitted any sort of ranking before because my feelings towards songs are always subject to change. But for the most part, my feelings towards full bodies of work are not as much. Here we go. Number 7, Viva Las Vengeance. Number 6, Pray for the Wicked. And number 5, Death of a Bachelor. Now, these next 4 albums all have a special place in my heart, so deciding this was rough. Number 4, Pretty Odd. I know, and I'm sorry. Number 3, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I know, I'm confused too. Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die came out when I was 13 and first discovered Panic. So, number 2, Vices and Virtues. I will defend Trades Mustakis with my dying breath. Also love this whole album. You're wrong. Number 1, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. The more I listen to this album, the better it gets. It's insane.
Well, that was a list.
Huh. Y'all really not putting the respect on Pretty Odd that it deserves.
No. And very odd choices to put above it.
Yeah.
Like, I get the nostalgia, right? Like, your first album is always probably going to be the one that you love until you can really talk yourself out of it, which I get, like, sometimes is a challenge.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. The reason why I brought up Esteban earlier when I was talking about Dennis's question is it actually came on to shuffle as I was coming home from a longer trip, and I was in the car with my cousin. I was driving back, and it came on the shuffle, and I was just really into it. And like, yeah, that fucking album whips. But again, I just like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I just don't like, it doesn't speak to me. It still speaks to me, but just not in the same way it used to. And that's why it was lower on my list. But yeah, that's a list. Thank you, Caitlin. We also got that California Yap session from Lotus in the email. They say, hello, kings, queens, and in-betweens. I like that. Got that one from a Green Day video essay I watched a few months ago, LMFAO. So I lied. Middle of a Breakup is not my favorite VLV song. Thank fuck. It's fucking California. I'm fucking obsessed. Language. I'm fucking obsessed with this song. I learned it on guitar because I couldn't stop singing it. I'm convinced that I'm the song's biggest stan. I will never forgive Boyd for not putting it on VLV. Evil creature. Speaking of evil things, Danny, how the fuck do you not like Lord of the Rings? Only Lily knows this. I'm 90% convinced that Adam doesn't ever check this email. He doesn't, but that's only because he doesn't have the password to it.
That's right.
But I have a Galadriel quote at the end of my email signature. They do. I'll read it in a second. I was Galadriel for Halloween in middle school, and no one knew who I was. It was so sad. Lord of the Rings was my whole personality for 2 years. Danny, we have beef now. I don't know what /HJ means, but I imagine it's like a sarcasm or like a joking tag. Just to, yeah. Elliot already knows he sucks. I don't need to yell at him more. Annie and I are plotting against you. Count your fucking days. Uh-oh. My favorite song that has the word California in it is Liquor and Kerosene by Daisy Grenade featuring The Main. I know it's not in the title, but it's in the chorus, so it counts. But my favorite song about a city in California is LA by Elliott Smith. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Meow. And the quote in their signature, they just wrote meow.
All right.
Got a problem with that? Got a problem with that?
I mean, I'm undecided.
Got an issue? Got issues? You want to fight?
Oh, probably. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck.
The quote in their email signature is from Galadriel. The quote is, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. True that. So that's our Talkie Talk content session, our communication session, our let's have a chat session. My brain just completely shut down there. Our write-in session. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. One could even say listener feedback.
Listener response section. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that's it for that. Thank you. Today, as Adam and I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about the leak track, Why Oh You Don't Want Me. Interesting song.
Yeah.
I have thoughts.
Well, how do you feel about this
song? I don't like it as much as California.
No. It's kind of strange.
It feels like I don't like the chorus. I don't like how he sings the chorus at all. It seems like out of tune.
Yeah.
It's one of those examples where like it doesn't necessarily fit in with the way the music is going in most cases.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not the hugest fan of it. I don't know that I hate it, but I wouldn't rank it very high, if that makes sense. Like it wouldn't be at the bottom of my list, maybe somewhere in the middle, I would say. If I had to pick a ranking for it.
I mean, I'm all right with this not making the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as opposed to California, this one probably should. It was good. This one stayed in the drafts, I think.
Yeah.
I do have, before we get too much further, I do have one last part of the email from Talia.
Oh, sure.
About the song. Yeah. Why Oh You Don't Want Me is also, you guessed it, divorced dad rock. And also the bridge reminds me of a shitty version of the bridge from Still Into You by Paramore. Yeah, I could see that a little bit. I was going to say, I was listening to this and I was like, why does this sound so fucking familiar? And then I was just like, this feels like a ripoff of a song. It feels like it's ripping off Local God.
Okay.
So it's like an inception of ripoff. But it does sound like the progression and the way that some of the verses go. It sounds like Local God.
I think when we get to the chorus, I, for some reason, hear the song Hey Mickey.
Oh, like Mickey, You're So Fine? That
one? And I don't know why, but that's like, that's kind of the vibe that it gave me. And I think it like really is that strange way that he kind of like sings his way through it and the music tries to like pick up. I don't know why. Then I'm just like, hey, Mickey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really down with this song, but I'm not really. Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of one that I listened to the other day, and then of course did like my double, triple listen the day, and just kind of thought, I don't know about this.
If I'm like, so I'm gonna get into the lyrics of it really quickly. Not officially, but like there's the part the if you kiss me like the bottle I could see quite clear, that part of the song, and then think about how he sings, it's 2021 and I'm almost famous. You never really cared about that part. They sound very similar. It seems like he's following the same progression, which also may be why it doesn't fit into the album anywhere, because he wound up using a similar like song like for Local God or similar instrumentation for it. So but yeah, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not like the biggest fan of it. It's kind of hard to like, again, like it's hard to talk about it because it's like, I don't hate it. Like I'm not like opposed to its existence, but also it's just like, it probably doesn't deserve to be on the album at the same time. It's just like, it's kind of weird. It's like in a weird middle zone. I kind of nothing it.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Yeah. I think he like, it's a flip the coin song with his singing too, because he has two very distinct methods of singing in this song.
The bridge and the verses. The bridge and the verses. I really emphasize those for some reason. The bridge and the verses are good, Brendan. Yeah. And the chorus is bad, Brendan.
Right. It sounds broken. It kind of sounds like he doesn't know what he's doing when he hits the chorus. What's really strange.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. It's just so weird. It also does a thing where it has that like kind of like slower, like bass heavy start to it, the same way that California did it. They're not identical, but they are reminiscent of each other.
Right.
But the difference I think between this one's and California's was this one's kind of sounds like, like when you watch a sitcom and they have those like musical interstitials between scenes.
Yeah.
Where it's like you get like an outside shot of the house between scenes and they play like a song. It sounds like do 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 do, like it's going into the next scene of a sitcom, and it just sounds kind of like unpolished a lot. Like I don't know, don't like it.
Seinfeld.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
About verse 1 and the pre-chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my problem is like, I don't know, it's just kind of like a pretty basic, like he just writes so many songs about comparing relationships to extraneous things, and it's fucking boring. And so the way he sings, even like the the guitar and like the drum and how the music is happening is like nice, but the content is just so boring.
Yeah, it's kind of nothing. Like you said, it's just kind of nothing.
Yeah. So the verse one goes, "Hey, put down the bottle of the mezcal. I know how you get on that shit. And hey, yeah, I tried talking to you, but it's only talking at you when it's that many hits." Which is just like pretty transparently, you're talking to a drunkard or somebody who has an addiction, who is drowning out their thoughts and feelings with substances, and it's hard to talk to them because and if you kissed me like the bottle, I could see quite clear that we could figure all of it out. And if you miss me when I'm gone, then I can be right here, but not if you continuously shout. Which I don't mind that if you kiss me like the bottle, I could see quite clear line. For those first two lines, that's pretty clever. I like that. But the second line is just like, I'm not gonna hang out with you if you yell at me. All right, cool.
Yeah, like fine. This. It's like basic dating. This is gonna sound reductive. It's like base level dating an alcoholic. This is what you hear. This is what you hear that experience is, and it doesn't really like bring anything new to the table. It doesn't really tell me anything. was just kind of one of those, okay, you're stuck in one of those, right? And like, again, that sounds horribly reductive, but that's what this song starts out as.
Yeah.
And we've, like you said, we've been through this weird substance thing. We've been through songs. We've been through several songs at this point of Brendan Urie singing about alcohol and alcoholism and how that might shut down or like it might escalate. Like we've had this oscillation between this theme. And I think, again, like that's probably why this song doesn't go anywhere. Like album wise, like this is a retread of a retread of a retread. And it's sad in a way that it almost feels like the first time that he's put himself on the other side of that situation. Am I misremembering? Because like it does feel like it's always been him that's been the partier or the drinker or the one that needs the alcohol to live.
Yeah, this is one of the few times where he's spun it around on the person he's talking to. It's happened a few times, but it's not quite as common as him being the problem.
Sure.
It's either him being the problem or they're both the problem. This seems like the first time, like one of the first times where it's like one of the few times where it's like
they're the problem.
They're the problem instead.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a unique spin on it as well, because though he doesn't write as many of those.
Yeah, he's typically fairly biographical in a way, but to then look through that lens, this isn't ever the relationship that he sang about, which also just makes it feel weird, kind of in that regard. So I don't know, like, again, like you said, I think that If You Kiss Me Like the Bottle, I could see quite clear, like that does work. Mm-hmm. But I think to kind of layer it around all of this, I'm talking at a drunken wall or you're yelling at me, is a weird kind of optimism, like a one-off optimism and just a layer of poor relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like singing real good here. Singing sound good. Breathy Brenda back.
The verses, yeah, I love the verses. I'm playing it back right now in my heads. Yeah, because again, like you get to the pre-chorus and he like increases his tone a little bit, but he's still doing that low, and the guitar comes in a little bit harder. And then we get to the chorus. So let's talk about that. And there's one line in the chorus that I do like, but I just hate how he's singing it. Because again, you get the more he sings, he doesn't like scream it, but he just like the tone, like again, he has a problem sometimes where like he tries to do something different with his voice while the music is doing something that is like, it sounds like they're not communicating with each other. And this is one of those times where it seems like he's singing off key or off the tone of what it should be. And he's doing too much while the instruments are doing something else. And it just doesn't sound good. Like it sounds discordant, which is a word that I use a lot when it comes to this stuff, but it's the best word I can just define to use it, or the best word I can find to describe it.
Well, I think like when we land on this, it's when he feels at odds or in a competition with the music below him. And that's absolutely kind of how this feels. And and
I can see like a galaxy brain person being like, well, he's having a disconnect with his partner, and so the singing sounds different from the music, and that's why it sounds like that. But hey, that doesn't work if it sounds bad.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It still has to be a functional song.
Yeah. And it's weird to like come off of but not if you continuously shout, to kind of go to a semi-yelly chorus.
Right.
Like that's kind of a strange message here. And of course, like, you know, that this is likely all in his head where he's just like shouting within, but it still doesn't work. I can't even try to impart that theme on the chorus, right? Like, it's not that I don't want to give this song that much credit. I just don't think the merits are there for it to even have the credit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to head it off because I just like, I don't know, I know somebody's like nobody that would necessarily write into the show, but I know somebody out there is listening and has that, well, there's a, but it sounds like a fuck. It sounds bad.
It's not good. And I kind of think like it's that weird part that just makes me think like, hey, Mickey. And it's not like, hey, Mickey sounds bad, but like something about the chorus in Hey, Mickey has this weird kind of like, na, 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 na. And that's definitely what I get from the YOU. Like, just nothing here feels well thought out. And maybe that's where I can close on that. So yeah, like you said, it's a fuck.
So the chorus goes, so they tell me, why oh you don't want me? Want me. You want the me you want. Why oh you don't want me? You want the me you want. And you can say that I've changed and it's me, not you. The only difference is that I can't be different for you. There's only one me that you want, and baby, that's you. That's you. And it is a shame that that it sounds so bad to listen to, because the substance of it is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I love, you can say that I've changed and it's me, not you. The only difference is that I can't be different for you. There's only one me you want, and baby, that's you, that's you. Right. So he's just like, I'm not the one that's a problem here. You're the one who needs to change and get better for this to be successful. You have to want to get better. You just want me to be more like you so you don't have to look at your problems. Right. And I think that it's pretty poignant. It's a pretty poignant chorus. It just sounds like shit.
I don't know. Like it kind of wants to be 2006 punk rock almost. Or like when the pop goes punk thing was a cool genre, and cool has heavy air quotes, even though I bought one of those albums. Mm-hmm. Like something about it you just know doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that the parts of this song that could have been okay, like underlined okay, just get ruined.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's unfortunate, but I do like what it's saying and how it's saying it. It's just like, fuck, dude, just sound better.
Yeah.
Just work with the song. work with the song that you built and not the song that you think you built. You
right.
know? Move on to verse 2 and then the next pre-chorus. Which verse 2 is so funny because it starts with this like arbitrary. It's like, oh, what's a game that we can use here to illustrate? And he picks Yahtzee. Right. Of all things. Damn, do you remember playing Yahtzee? I can say I did not see the signs. And damn, you were calling me a cheater, but the only thing we cheated was time. And I get it. Yahtzee is not really a game you can cheat at, which I think might be the point.
Sure.
And she was calling him a cheater at the game. It doesn't seem to be an allegory for cheating in a relationship, though, because it seems like
no.
Or maybe it is. Maybe it's like a dual thing where it's just like, damn, you were calling me a cheater while we were playing Yahtzee, but in your drunken rants, you were thinking I was cheating on you.
Sure.
But really, all we were doing is like wasting time with each other,
right?
Arguing and not moving on.
Yeah,
that could also be part of the whole vibe of it.
I could probably get behind that now. Yeah. I mean, because in the end, like when I heard but the only thing we cheated was time, I was like, I can't necessarily think of what the time was cheated aside from just overall bad relationship. Right. But yeah, I can.
Well, I think that's it. Like, well, that's the thing is like, you know, you've been in bad relationships before, Carrie, obviously.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. Don't you feel like once you get out of them, you just wasted like months, years of your life dealing with it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yep. That's it. It is. Yeah, I still agree. Yahtzee's a weird pull. It's funny.
Yeah, it's a weird pull. Yeah, it's not really, like I said, it's not really a game that you can cheat at, which I think also may be the point, but it's still like, it doesn't even rhyme with anything in the verse.
No.
So it's like, it didn't even need to be Yahtzee. It could have been literally anything else. Maybe he just wanted to say Yahtzee.
Maybe.
Is he saying, Yahtzee is a fun thing to say.
Yahtzee is a fun word.
Yahtzee. And after I read this pre-chorus, I'll tell you the thing that I do like about this analogy too. Another thing about it. So let me hold you like the bottle. We can make it clear and we can figure all of this out. And if you miss me when I'm gone, that I can be right here. I thought that that's what love was about. Which again, similarly to the other pre-chorus, it's pretty neat. It's a nice little like thing in allegory comparison. I do like the kiss me like the bottle, see quite clear, hold me like the bottle, we can make it clear, because he references it's mezcal in the first verse. Clear liquor. Tequila is a queer liquor.
Yep.
A queer liquor. It is kind of a queer liquor. If you're having it, it can be a clear liquor. So that's also maybe a layer to it that I noticed, but it could just be assigning things that aren't there to other things. Who could say?
I mean, I think the verse and the pre-chorus it's so weird because they're so separated from the chorus itself. Like in message, in singing, kind of in everything. And I think that's what makes the chorus have that disconnect from the rest of the song. Like, you wanted to have a fun chorus, which, like, who doesn't, right? But like, you wanted to have a fun chorus in the middle of what is otherwise like a tragedy of a relationship, where you've got this guy kind of like at his wit's end, fighting for the other person to just notice that, hey, if you fix this one thing or stop doing this one thing, we'll be okay. Which I get, like, is a part of every relationship in one way or another, where everybody has something that their partner does that they don't like. But it's not always to this kind of detriment. So, like, I think to just put this foil of a strange chorus around it really fucks up everything that this could have been about. I'm not going to say, like, I needed a chorus saying, stop drinking, but like something that would have at least continued a message.
Well, it does kind of. Like, I'm not trying to fight for this song's like fidelity or anything like that. But again, like we talked about it, it's like a thing. It's just like, you know, you're telling me that it's about the argument that they're having.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, it makes sense. I think it's really just like, it's so abrupt going into it, and it just sounds so weird that it kind of like brings the rest of the song down.
Sure. I think, like,
but I don't necessarily know that like the message is completely different.
I could probably get behind that. I think the thing that like really fucks with me is the need to spell out YOU and kind of the way that he punches that. Like, it's kind of that thing that
I think the way that he punches it kind of sounds like he's saying, why don't you? A little bit. Why you know me?
Yeah.
So I kind of get it. I get what he was trying to do there, but I don't know that it works so effectively.
Sure. Well, let's do we take him to the bridge?
Yeah, we take him to the bridge, and I actually just listened to it back, and I see what Talia is saying now about it kind of sounding like Still Into You. I hear that quite a bit now. But it's literally just like the guitar and like the a little bit more quietness, and it's just him going, baby, that's you. Baby, that's you. Oh, baby, that's you.
Yeah.
And then it goes back into the chorus again. So that's really all it is.
Yeah, right.
I do like the towards the end, like the da 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 as it goes back into the chorus. I like that, like, building guitar. The chorus also has a key change, but I don't like it.
Sure.
It sounds badder.
Yeah.
It sounds worse.
Yeah, we don't want a nasty key change.
No. We only like a sexy key change that is not a sexy. It's not a sexy key change.
Right.
And then like the outro is just him going like, just baby, that's you singing, wow, you don't want me. Whoa. And he's doing like oh-ohs and whoa-ohs and all this other stuff. And it's just like, as the song is kind of like going out. The one thing that he does that I do like is the last one is he goes, why, oh, you don't want me, which I kind of, and then he holds that last out.
Yeah.
I do like that. That's pretty good. But the rest of it is just like him just babbling, and they're not satisfying oh-ohs and whoa-ohs to me until that last part. And that last part's not even a whoa-oh. It's just a and I like that, but not satisfying whoas. I'm not a slut for these ones.
No, it is kind of one of those things that I like. It's like a satisfying enough play out where like I love a good fade out, but I think if you could maybe just find a way to drag out your final tone, that also works for me, but it's still just kind of literally I
just like the stutter step into it. I like
it's very cool.
Yeah, and then the song ends and you get like a little bit of like Butch Walker going, yeah, cool, we've got two things to find. Butch Walker, he says, yeah, cool, we've got two things to find, and then it cuts. So don't know what that's about, but
one of them's a better song, the other one's better writing. Maybe not a better writing, but maybe just better sound. Those are the two things you need to go find, Butch.
I think with this one, like, I think two things can be true. Whereas one, I like what it's saying, and like, I like the fact that it's like him talking to like a partner that has problems and he doesn't really know what to do about them or with them, and it's just like this whole thing. So I think that, but also, but also it's like, it's just so basic.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I could call target pop.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I see that. Yeah, it does kind of feel like I walked into a Target on fucking... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Jimmy had the ox that day and it wasn't great.
Holy shit. Oh. I think I got to go down to the comments of this because there are no comments on it except for one. And I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Oh, geez.
Because don't look. All right. The description is they, them, the 21 Pilots symbol, Free Palestine. The account name is Lotus Greenleaf.
Lotus, what are we doing on Genius?
I wonder, what are you doing on Genius? The comment's really funny though. Somebody I'm gonna Pyong it really quick. Somebody thumbs it down. And I don't think that they deserve that. But the comment is, why are there no comments here? I mean, this song sucks, so I guess it deserves it. Lol.
Did you see the profile picture?
I couldn't see what it was. It's far away from my eyes. What is it?
It's Cassian Andor and the one from Rogue One that I can't remember her name of.
Gotcha. Yeah. Jin Urso.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we know who that is then.
I think so.
Lotus.
Sheesh.
Let's see. Let me like this before I forget. Because somebody did downvote it, and I need to Pyong it.
Yeah, you got to counter that out.
I need to Pyong the comment. The only comment, thumbs up. There we go. It's at an even +0 now.
Very good.
An even base. So
Lotus Greenleaf also added a suggestion to a song, "The Contract" by 21 Pilots, that is in all capitals, simply the word "let's" followed by "go." Very good.
I just love this.
This kid.
Well, I guess we're this kid. We won't. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
sorry, I'm just looking at some of these Pyongs.
yeah, that's a rabbit hole in itself.
Anyway, that's a whole rabbit hole in itself. Anyway, thank you all for listening to this episode of Adam and Lily at the Disco.
Yes.
We will be back next week with The Greatest Showman. Finally, we're going to talk about Boyd's cover of The Greatest Show, and might have a special guest.
Is he?
Might have a special guest. He's kind of
special.
Well, he's special, all right. But
all right. Yeah.
Little
bitch.
Yeah, little bitch. But yeah, next week. Look forward to that next week. I think you all know who it is if you listen to this show enough. But yeah, like I said, The Greatest Show next week. We will finally talk about it. Until such time. Do you have anything else on your mind that you want to get off your chest before we go, Adam?
No, I'm glad to get away from this song and to move into something that we've actually been looking forward to probably since the beginning of this show, almost.
Sure.
Like, I think this will be a lovely episode coming up, as opposed to this thing.
Sure.
Sure. I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
I do have one thing.
Oh.
And that is, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.